Right, now Victor Lewis Smith. We had a regular telephone call for about the last 5 weeks. When I say we, I mean the duty office after loose ends for the last 5 weeks, asking where is Victor Lewis Smith. We suspect they come from Victor's aunt, but we have been wondering too. But suddenly today, as if by auto-suggestion, down the line from York came this curious missive.
Okay, das ist für Rudolf Hess. Ich dein Bingen Hitler sehen, Rudolf Hess and Ned Sherin.
I won't beat about the bush, Ned. The Director General's tears and the grieving of radio critics are telltale signs that since my last appearance 5 weeks ago, loose end ratings have plummeted and are now rubbing shoulders with those of Spandau Prison's radio request program just for you, Mr. Hess. We're talking 0 ratings.
Rudolf Hess und Ned Sherin.
It's no secret that 5 weeks ago I broke Radio 4 and Green Stuff came out. I myself had a breakdown and in an abreactional fit of pique found myself wandering along the central reservation of the M62 dressed as a tube of KY jelly, Karma Miranda hat and Airtex underpants below my ankles.
This is BBC Television.
Nurse! What you hear are the pathetic rantings of the inmates on Jack Dimanio ward at the Margaret Howard Asylum for Distressed Broadcasters. A BBC detective van scooped me off the hard shoulder and, in a straitjacket electrode sort of a way, brought me to Auntie Beeb's answer to the Betty Ford Clinic, where media personalities who show the first sign of a loose screw are afforded a full Reithian session with a rubber tube and 5 quarts of warm soapy water. Yes, the British people have been deprived for 5 long weeks of schoolboy jokes about parts of the bodies all points south of the belly button. And we salute the man we here in Ali Pally are calling Mr. Anal Fixation. Bowels, spleen, rectum, rubber tube and 5 quarts of warm soapy water. It's general radiotherapy. In the next ward, Libby Purvis is having her painful links removed.
Push harder, Libby. Push harder.
Push.
Push harder. Push harder.
My next guest is interested in knitting.
Push.
And knitting sounds like it begins with an N.
Push.
And the letter before N is M. Oh,
Push harder.
Which is the first letter of the word mother. And coincidentally, my next guest cannot be a mother because his womb is barren.
Push, Libby, push.
And that links us nicely to our birthday guest, Baron Munchausen.
Much harder. Push, push.
There you are. Another painful link out of my system. Plop it in the glass jar with the others, nurse.
Meanwhile, I'm having my tape winds painlessly removed by electrolysis. I am restored to full health, and before making my way back to my luxury penthouse flat in York, I say adieu and shake hands with the long-stay patients.
Mrs. Tribley.
I arrive back at my flat looking forward to a tearful reunion with Mrs. Tribley.
What are you up to in there? It's disgusting.
And of course a joyous session of mutilation and amputee love with my perverse and fictional whippet. But the flat is deserted. Inside the flat, I discover a note.
Oh, there's a note.
See, I told you.
It's from my whippet.
It was from my whippet.
It says, there's been a spot of bother.
Spot of bother.
It says, Mrs. Tribley and me are in the prison for performing acts of Rambo-style copycat violence.
Copycat violence.
We put on our camouflage jackets, went down the co-op, and switched the labels on tins of creamed rice with tins of Vindaloo curry.
Vindaloo curry.
Senior citizens still suffer, and...
£50,000, sincerely your whippet.
Hold on a second, you're a line ahead.
Sorry, line ahead, yes.
Yeah, and have you seen your telephone bill? It's for £50,000. Sincerely, your whippet.
£50,000, sincerely your whippet. I surmise that my whippet has spent the last 5 weeks in an onanistic frenzy listening to the Linda Lusardi hotline. Some lesser broadcasting megastars might take this opportunity to do the popular thing, which is at the moment slagging off British Telecom in no uncertain manner. Frankly, BT get more than enough flack already.
Your name Telecom, is it, mate?
Yes, why?
Right, I've got 100 weight of flack here.
Not today, thank God.
Nah, don't give me none of that. I've got me orders. There's 2 tons of flack in the lorry. All right, Fred?
Look here, stop.
No, look, it's got nothing to do with me. I'll let me governor explain in brand anthropomorphic terms.
Brand anthropomorphic?
Brand anthropomorphism is the science of personifying a company. For example, Radio 4 is a 65-year-old crumbly with a Zimmer frame who smokes a pipe and lives in Eastbourne. In these terms, British Telecom's public relations people like to present BT as a cross between Albert Einstein and Daley Thompson.
Reasons to adore British Telecom because it is the jewel of our nation. Number 1, the public telephone box with its friendly welcoming slogan, 999 calls only. What is this man walking through?
Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, no, don't come in here, Doris. Someone's gone, oh dear, someone's got number 1s and number 2s in it.
The state of this kiosk signifies another telecom triumph. Why? Well, once in a blue moon, a customer is inadvertently connected to the number he requires. It happens once in 28,000 times. Inevitably, a severe shock and total loss of bodily function is the reaction. Listen.
Hello?
Hello?
Got Fred?
Yeah?
Do you mean I've got through?
I think so.
Bleeding hell.
Proving that British Telecom is not to blame for the public boxes being full of, you know the words. We're grown-ups, full of piss and shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but saying rude words on the radio makes me feel all grown up. Plop, plops, bum bums, wee wees and winkles. All right, I may not be Stephen, Mr. Book-learning Fry. He may be faster, funnier, more erudite, more grammatical, more posher than me, but he's got a funny bent nose and I haven't. Reasons to adore British Telecom, number 2. The formidable intellectual might of our operators. See how our operator deals with this philological conundrum.
Hello? Hello? Hello, operator, can I help you? Hello, can I have the dialing code for Seven Oaks? Eh?
As the operator grapples with this complex problem, she is simultaneously reliving last night's Indian meal with her boyfriend Clint. Let us hear inside her head.
Can I have a pumpadum?
Can
I like a curry.
I
Pint of lager.
have
I split me tights.
code
I'll have Irish coffee.
Seven Oaks? No, I don't know.
There is a way for subscribers to avenge themselves on Telecom. It's expensive but worth every penny just to hear a Telecom employee denounce themselves on the phone. I wrote a special telegram that has to be read back.
I'll check it back with you.
Could you read it through?
This organisation of ours is a bloody joke, full stop. We are surly buggers, comma. We are bone idle, comma. We treat our customers like dog ordure, that's O-R-D-O-U-R-E.
Audio, yes.
Comma, but I'm being paid back, comma, because they are avenging themselves without me even knowing.
That's right.
Exclamation mark, next paragraph. What an utter dildo I am, comma. Why the entire Radio 4 audience is laughing at me, exclamation mark, next paragraph. I am brain dead.
No, brained, B-R-A-I-N.
Brained dead.
Not brained dead, brain dead, B-R-A-I-N.
Brain dead.
That's it. I got my own back for my last bill. Back to you, Ned.
Thank you, Victor. We'll pass on all complaints about schoolboy humour.